So let's the review of Ancient OS 5.4 23rd May update on Poco X2. Let's skip to the about phone. As you can see, the Ancient version is 5.4. The Android version is Android 11. The security pairs are 5ME and the kernel version is 4.14 kernel, that is Nightblade kernel. Now let's see some customizations. So in connections and in Geo, down here you get Volt and it's working fine. Down here you get Wi-Fi calling and in this you get connected devices and connection preferences. You get Bluetooth cast printing, Fire Receiver Bluetooth, Chromebook, driving mode, nearby share and Android Auto. And sound vibration, you can choose the media sounds. Down here you get volume steps, ringtone, narration pattern, vibrate for calls, D&D, media, etc. Down here you get live caption. When you turn it on, you get language, hide profanity, show sound label, live caption, volume control and caption calls. Let's turn it off. If the live caption is on, it will use more battery. Then you get MIS and answer. When you turn it on, you can choose headphone type and a preset. And in this you also turn off enable hi-fi. At the last you get clear speaker. That is, it will play a 30-second audio to clear speaker. In notifications, you get notification history and bubbles. Down here you get notification on lock screen, sensitive notifications, hide, silent notifications, allow notification snoozing, notification dot on app icon, blink light and D&D, and the main customizations, that is the Mega Length XI. And believe me, this ROM has tons and tons of customizations. So in interface, you get themes. In this you get styles wallpaper. So in wallpaper, you can choose the wallpaper. In styles, you can choose the accent color, font type, etc. In grid, you can choose the grid size. And in clock, you can choose the lock screen clock. And you have many options, as you can see. Then you get the Steam theme, accent color picker, accent color presets, setting homepage collab switch, subsetting collab switch, etc. Down here you get setting theme style, setting homepage background. Then you can choose the font style and you get many options, as you can see. Then you get icon shape, status bar icons, data icon style, navbar icon style, brightness style, QoS panel and notification panel style, and switch appearance. Then you get status bar height style, dialog cover radius style, simple status bar padding, simple QoS panel margin, QoS expanded padding, big clock padding, top area padding, QoS style, QoS clock style, analog clock style, 10 QoS, QoS style disco, QoS style active background style, footer icon style, 10 QoS style, rainbow tile title, rainbow tile icon, 10 QoS wave background color, etc. As you can see, there are tons and tons of customizations in interface itself. Then in status bar, you get dual row. In clock and date, you get clock style, AM PM style, show seconds, etc. In date, you get date style, date format, date position, etc. In battery indicators, you get battery style, battery percentage when charging, and battery layout. In battery bar, you get battery bar location, battery bar color, battery bar low battery color, custom charging color, battery bar charging color, blend colors, battery bar alignment, battery bar thickness, and charging animation. Then you get icon manager, Ancient logo, footer career label, and career label. You get location and custom career label. Then you can enable or disable the Volt icon and you can select the Volt icon, as you can see, and you can do the same for Wi-Fi icon. Then you get traffic indicators. In this you get location, select net activity type and show arrows. Then you get show 4G installability, roaming indicator, data disabled icon, use old style mobile icon, background, etc. In notifications, you get notification light, battery charging light, show new notifications, show on always on, show for all those event, light pulse color, custom color, vibrate for connect, vibrate for call waiting, and vibrate for disconnect. Then you get color, header icons, color, status bar icons, notification background opacity, notification header, center, notification header, vibrate for notifications, show notification count, kill app button, material disuse button, notification not effective, head up, ticker. In ticker, when you enable it, you get ticker animation and ticker duration. In quick settings, you get QoS panel background, blur behind QoS, blur alpha, blur intensity, QoS media player, data usage in QoS, header image height, background opacity, battery percentage, battery estimates in QoS, and you get disable QoS when locked, edit icon, running service icon, QoS footer text, quick QoS pull down, smart pull down, vibrate on touch, setting icon, footer page indicator, show tile title, QoS style background size, QoS style icon size. Then you can choose rows and columns in portrait and landscape mode. then you get brightness slider, auto brightness, and brightness slider at bottom. In gestures, you get ASV gestures, and this you get quickly open the camera, navigation, and this you get gesture navigation, 2 button and 3 button, and it's working fine. Now gesture is selected, the back button, home button, and recents. As you can see, it's working fine. Even 2 button. As you can see, the number comes. Even 3 button. As you can see, it's working fine. Even gesture navigation and settings. You get left edge, right edge, amount of screen height, dead zone, show bell, gesture bar length, gesture bar radius, haptic feedback, and back gesture animation. In gestures, you get lift to check phone, prevent ringing. In power menu, you get device control and sensitive content. Then you get skip music tracks and adapt to playback. In gestures, you get screen off, forward and torch, 3-finger screenshot, brightness control, screenshot type, double to sleep on status bar and lock screen. In power menu, you get USB settings. In this, you get same options. Then you get advanced restart, screenshot, screen record, etc. In navigation bar, you get enable navbar, layout, invert layout, and pulse equalizer. In this, you get navbar pulse, lock screen pulse, ambient pulse, front end mode, turn on smoothing, color mode, bar width, bar spacing, etc. In animations, you get disable animation, screen of animation, scrolling catchy, animation style, animation duration, and tile animation interpolator. And down here you can choose the animation for each and every option. See activity close, activity open, task close, etc. You can do it for each and every option. In buttons, you get click to pause screenshot, volume rocker wake, volume key cursor control, and reorient volume buttons. In battery, you get smart pixels. When you enable it, as you can see, the pixel disabled. Then you get auto enable or auto saver. Then you can choose the amount of pixel to disable. Now 38 is selected. Suppose 88. As you can see, 88 pixel disabled. It saves battery. Then you get sensor blocker package, aggressive battery. In this you get auto enable or auto saver. And in this you get aggressive idle and aggressive standby. In miscellaneous, you get clipboard access alert. Then you get setting dashboard icons, gaming mode. In this you get enable gaming mode, header notifications, disable hot brightness, gaming mode indication, and add up for gaming mode. Then you get charging animation, launch music app, ambient display, force brightness values, ambient display brightness, and ambient notification brightness. In developer options, you get allow serial spoofing, when to play ringtone from, USB configurations, radio info, and volume balance style. In lock screen, you get AOD icon lock screen, AOD icon size, AOD schedule, lock screen notification count, transparent notifications, force FP authentication, fingerprint error vibration, fingerprint authentication vibration, lock screen shortcuts, status bar, log icon, and lock screen charging info. Then you get charging animation, background blur, media cover art filter, and media artwork blur level. As you can see, there are tons and tons of customizations. In display, you get dark UI, blur UI. Down here you can do the refresh rate, that is minimum refresh rate and maximum refresh rate. Then you get double to wake, screensaver, and ambient display. In ambient display, when you turn it on, you get always on gesture, wake up gesture, pick up gesture, hand wave gesture, and pocket gesture. In themes, you get the same options. In lock screen, you get notification on lock screen, skip lock screen, show lockdown option, always show time info, left to check phone, wake screen for notifications, always on when charging, ambient music ticker, show ambient music ticker, and now playing. In security, down here you get screen lock, fingerprint, and face unlock. And in this, you also option of app locker. As you can see, in battery, you get battery saver. In this, you get extreme battery saver. In this, you get option of when to use. Suppose you choose always use and turn on battery saver. All the third-party apps get disabled, as you can see. And in this, you get option of essential apps. Suppose Gcam. Even the battery saver is on, you can still use the app, as you can see. Then you can set a schedule and turn off and charge. Then you get smart charging. When you enable it, you get stop level and start level. Then you get smart cutoff. When you enable it, you get stop level and start level. That is, device will stop charging when device is overheated. But remember, the stop level by default is set to 30 degrees. So if you live in an area where the room temperature is 30 degrees, the device will not charge. And the battery is pretty good. I got around 7 hours to 8 hours screen on time. At the last, you get device specific settings. In this, you can choose refresh rate at 60 Hz, 90 Hz, and 120 Hz. Then you get automatic low refresh rate and better save refresh rate. At the last, you get PC style notch. In recents, you get screenshot and clear all. Now let's check the Geekbench score. The single core score is 440 and the multi-core score is 1415. Now let's check safety net. In safety net and run test. As you can see, it's passed. And DRM info down here. As you can see, Widevine 11 is working fine. Now let's check the Play Store certification. In Play Store and settings. At the last, as you can see, device is certified. And this you get a stock launcher with customizations like in home screen, you get background opacity, show icon level in drawer, create an app drawer columns and rows, home screen quick launch icons, show Google app at a glance, show icon level on desktop, notification gesture and double to sleep gesture. In icons, icon size, notification dot, icon pack and add app icon to home screen. In miscellaneous, you get home screen rotation, hidden apps and swipe down gesture for clear all. And this you get the ANX camera, that is Xiaomi stock camera, and it's working fine as you can see, even in mode section and 61MP mode. As you can see, it's working fine. But of course, you can install GKI which I have installed. As you can see, now let's say the call is working or not.
Welcome to Jio. मराठीसाठी 1 दाबा. To continue in English, press 2. हिंदी के लिए 3 दबाएं.
As you can see, the call is working fine and the ROM is extremely smooth. I did not face a major bug. Thank you so much for watching. I'll meet you in the next one.
What just happened?